Something's supposed to happen right there.
Shut the fuck up, sorry ass motherfucker, stay away from me.
Oh, hi. I was just hanging out, being smart, wearing glasses. Check out where we at today. Hey, welcome to another episode of Coffee and Bong Hits with Jessie. And I am Jessie, and I will be your guest today as we teach everybody about the ills of tobacco use. Stop smoking cigarettes, everybody. Just switch to vaping, for fuck's sake. I don't want to really jump on your shit, but I'm just telling you, in a world with so many options, having a tiny little forest fire in your mouth is no longer sophisticated or a symbol of your intelligence. Remember, you used to look smart if you smoked. You'd be like, let me think about that. You smoke like this, not like this. Let me think about this for a minute. Now you just go like this. Let me think about this for a minute. You don't look smart, but it shows that you are smarter because you're not really going to die from vaping unless nicotine constricts your shit. Anyways, why do people care about the coronavirus if they're smoking cigarettes anyways? I know you're going to be like, yo, fuck you, buddy. Damn. Look, I already messed it up. Good morning, Finda. Yo, Baliko was like, dude, if you could just start every day, if you could go like 10 minutes every morning without saying the F word, we could just package that and syndicate your first 10 minutes of every show as long as you could get through it without saying the F word. And I thought I could. I thought the strength of the church kids, knowing that there was church kids from the youth groups out there digging on my show, peeping the live streams, I thought not directly to Jesus, but by proxy, the church kids could get me blessings from the Lord above, and then I could make it 10 minutes without saying the F word, and we still might be able to. So let me start this again. Not from the top, just from saying this is coffee. Look, you know it's going to be a good day if you got the coconut edition Red Bull. Yo, last night I was hanging out with Alex from Total Market Exposure, the guy who builds Iron Man suits. Yo, if you got a mish and you want to turn your mish into a real mish, it's going to take a little bit of money, but there is financing available. You're going to have to build yourself an Iron Man suit, renting space in cyberspace. Renting an apartment from Zuckerberg is no safer than renting an apartment in Portland, Oregon. Your rents keep going up, your accommodations keep going down, the neighborhood keeps getting worse. Well, all of you should be doing is going and getting yourself a nice little condominium that you own, or a little piece of land in cyberspace, so that your product can really exist on its own. And then you can still leave your real estate and go dabble with the commoners, right, in social media, but you can always come back and they can never take it away. So for that, check out my man Alex at Total Market Exposure. And while I got your guys' attention right here, I think this will be a really good time to remind you that if you go right now to standupandfightback.bigcartel.com, it's always like a double mirror. So look, right in front of me is a crocodile. I'm an alligator. Man, I just lost all credibility. Go to standupandfightback.bigcartel.com right now and tell them Large March sent you. Use the promo code Coffee and Bong Hits and you'll get 10% off your entire order of dope ass edgy shit. I would never lie to you. Also remind you that this show, as always, is brought to you by our friends at The Movement. And if you don't believe me, then how will we get this? Hey, yo, it's Jessie Sponberg. I'm rocking with The Movement. You can too. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. only on KBOO, KBOO 90.7. Yo, always telling the truth here. And don't forget about Fuck 12 News. Fuck 12 News. Fuck 12 News. Firster, liver, localer. We're literally about to reinvent the way that people consume news. So if you want to be down with that, when we drop that merch, we need you to swoop up some of that Fuck 12 News official merch. And where are we going to get it? I bet we get it from Stand Up and Fight Back. Real working class streetwear for 2020 and beyond. Okay, I like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Pink, there's our logo. Working on that wizard shit, son. Okay, look, today we have two special guests from different sides of the Rocky Mountain Range. At about 10, 15-ish, we're going to have my man Belico from the 5. Believe it or not, Belico owns a Guinness Book of World Records. Actually, he should own 2. He really owns 1. He really should own 2, but he owns the world record for most individual live hip hop performances in 24 hours. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the 5. We'll talk about the coronavirus in Kansas City as we try to check around the states and see how people are dealing with it. I don't know. I remember when I left the 5, I was like, I don't know what this coronavirus thing is, but I bet I'll be back in like 2 weeks. So I just had 5 people. I was like, all right, I'll see you guys in like 2 weeks. I don't even know what it is. Yo, speaking of the 5, Big Chris is in the house. Chris is in the house. This will be a good opportunity to remind you guys. I mean, it's always a good opportunity to remind you guys. Well, 1, we got an app. 2, yo, there's an FM show.
New music coming up. And went right back.
Now this is G-Eazy. It's your boy, Yo Got the King.
These brand new don't step on my business. I'ma hit that if she let me. They don't like how I talk that.
What's going on? This is Drizzy. Gotta represent. Hey. It's a rolling, not a stopwatch. Don't ever stop.
Have you ever seen a crowd going apeshit? Yeah, y'all, this Jay-Z.
This is Beyonce.
This is 5XL Radio.
Oh, word them up. The 5 is taking over. Man, if you got those edited, send them to Chris. You got those unedited, send them to, I don't know, Belico's intern. I'm not sure who you sent him to. We'll find out from Belico. He's going to join us in about 6 minutes. So look, I'm going to take this 6 minutes right here to talk about something I've been thinking about real quick before we get into the news and before the world bombards us with the craziness. Like, I know it's crazy, but like when you're thinking about maximizing time and you're thinking about the stress that you put on yourself, I'm learning to embrace, if I don't feel creative in 2020 and beyond, if I don't feel like I'm in the zone, unless it's something like taking out the garbage or sweeping the floor or whatever, I'm not going to just like force myself to do anything inspired, because I'm learning that if I just F off for 2 days, man, then if I give my self permission to do that, then obviously it's okay, right? And the way that time works It's not judged by how many days, but like how the days are spent, right? And how the days are remembered and the overall value of any individual day. And understanding that any day that we wake up might be its own day. This might honestly be the only day that you ever lived, and your whole memory bank is built in already, and all your memories are falsified, or they could all be a dream. You don't know. You don't know. You just woke up. You don't even know. You don't even remember being born. Just all of a sudden, you kind of remembered you was doing shit. That's it. You don't remember nothing. How high were you? Where did you come? Is that your mom? How do you know that's your mom? Because some lady said that was your mom. All you know is you woke up and there's this person texting you, and when you look at it, it says mom and it says hi, honey, or whatever. That's all you know, man. You have no solid background or understanding or foundation from which you can build. Look, if you sleep 6 hours a day, mathematically, there's a 25% chance that anything that you're doing is considered a dream. And if you sleep 8 hours a day, anything 33% could be considered potentially dreaming, right? You're rolling the dice every time. And if you're one of those people, God forbid, that sleeps 12 hours a day due to depression or due to chronic pain or due to stress or whatever, right? Could you imagine half of your life is unreliable? And which half is it? Is it this half? Is it that half? So all you know is when you wake up, you got to do some shit. Now, will the effort you put in today lead to tomorrow? Or is your soul the kind of person that just picks up a video game, plays it for a day, and leaves it on the shelf? Like when you go take a nap today, are you forever going to be sitting on that shelf? Is that your save point? Is that your regen point? That nap? And if you felt like it, could you take a nap and wake up when you're 4 years old? Because you really loved that day you spent with your grandma and she came for your birthday and you guys went to Chuck E. Cheese and she balled out and got you all the shit with all the tickets because your grandma was the best and you literally thought your grandma was a rich lady. I don't have that memory. I'm just artificially plugging one into your brain to show you how easy we could be prompted, right? So when people ask me, Jessie, how can you so confidently speak about a simulation? I tell you, because the only thing consistent about this reality are the inconsistencies. And the only thing that is reliable about this reality is the unreliability of it, right? You have no idea why you're here, how long you're here. You never read the terms and conditions. You didn't sign nothing. You didn't have this tutorial. You literally are just born. And this lady who you didn't even know was just a freaking teenager, in the grand scheme of things, you elevated her status to be this great nurse mother of all humanity, but nobody can blame you because you're probably the same guy who thought that your grandmother was rich because she had a lot of Chuck E. Cheese tokens. You don't know. You have no frame of reference. You probably were born on a hyper dose of DMT, at which time that universe with every breath slowly melted away as it moved on from Da Vinci sketches to blueprint plans on graph paper to permanent Sharpie ink to DNA strands and double and triple helixes and then binary codes and then the solidification of the random vibrating atoms inside your body. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's a spark of consciousness that catches you. And these memories that are what? What are they? The studies into false memories are astounding. So really, where are you living, man? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? And peep this, man. It's Thursday. Every day seems like it's effing Thursday. Do you have to live one Thursday every 6 days? Or could you be the kind of person that when you get a well-balanced meal with all four of the food groups, you just smash down the vegetables so you can get them out of the way so that you can enjoy everything else that you like doused in country gravy or whatever, right? We all have different approaches to how we would tackle such an impediment as life itself, right? The obstacle. How would you do it? Are you just like, I just get all my Thursdays out of the way because I really like Thursdays and it just sets a tone for the whole month, right? Is it like this infinite advent calendar, man? Is it this like, okay, you got to do 30 days no matter what? Does that mean you can't eat all of the Thursdays first? Does that mean that you can't eat them in whatever random order, as long as after 6 days you still have 25 pieces of chocolate, so your stepdad don't just start pounding on you because he's the kind of dude that does advent calendar math? Because of course he is. That's a necessary impediment. But where did that dude come from? What weird circumstances and butterfly effects were set into motion because that dude did this thing and then bought this car that got this many miles per gallon, and so he happened to pull over at this spot. Boom. You don't know. It's just based on all kind of weirdness. All you know is you woke up this morning with this weird sense of an obligation, yo. So here's the deal. Be the author of the story of your life, right? You already have to be the main character. So take your brain and treat it as a car. It's a computer. It responds to stimuli. Don't be overwhelmed by the laws or the regulations of this reality, right? Because remember this, if you vibrated a little faster, you would turn to stone. And if you vibrated a little slower, you would turn to water, right? So don't put too much faith into it. Just remember, you can create your own reality, and people that operate as the author are always a step ahead and can lay down their own foundation for how they want their day, their life, their week, their eternity, their cycles of samsara to unfurl like that fern with the sacred geometry that's at the very tip of the aquafresh tube, right? That shit comes at you red, white, and blue at the same time. But somewhere, if you can swim upstream to that point, the center of that hose where the water is coming at you, if you can make it to that point, what is that? What is that? That drip with infinite potential. What is that? Oh, man, and y'all wonder why I trip out so hard on you. Because you're watching television, man. Okay. Sorry to lay all that shit on you. Holy shit. That was heavy, man. Yo. We got hold on. What do we got? We almost got a guest up here. It doesn't look like the camera's up. Oh, throw up a camera. Yo, looks like he's doing some shit. Let me take my bong here real quick, man. Hey, first of all, yo, this cat named Avocado Eyes needs a home. If you could give Avocado Eyes a home, that would be dope. Otherwise, I have to let you know that we got the bone professionally cleaned by this dude with a machine. I swear to God, I met this dude yesterday. He was like the bond cleaning master. He showed up with this magical device that agitated okay, let's try this again. We're still trying to get Baliko up. We're gonna have him click that link and see what happens. Okay. Sorry, man. I just get hyphy in the morning, man. I wake up. Oh man. All right, let me take a breath real quick. Holy shit. All right, this bong hit, y'all, brought to you by Anteaters. Hey, kids, are you looking for an environmentally friendly, cuddly best friend who also eats praying mantises, cockroaches, millipedes, termites, potato bugs, flies, bee larvae, small amphibians? Then get an anteater. Sorry, my brain is still totally in my thoughts where I was, right? Like, look, man, man, Chris, I know you feel me. I know you feel me. Hey, let me use some of my Sesame Street magic and get that logo back up. I lie, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. All right, we're gonna try to get Belico back up. I don't know what's up with him. Let me see. Man, we're gonna have my dude Dirty Black up in a sec. All right, let me take this hit. Okay, shit. Okay. Damn. A little complicated. Look, let's just do the one thing that's not complicated. Holy shit. Did I tell you guys about anteaters yet? Oh yeah, what about giant centipedes? Yo, get a giant anteater, bro. Brought to you by God. All right, let me do this. Yo, look at this fat vine just hanging behind me. You guys ever swung from a vine before? I have. I'm not very good. I'm not very good at it, man. Yo, remember that carpool coworker that used to do the ice? Remember Iceman? He took me to Hilo where they got real vines in the rainforest, and I swung on it. I only went like 8 feet. I didn't do very good, but I got across this little tiny ravine, so it's all perspective. My aunt was probably like, yo, that dude cleared a huge ass gap right there. All right, so we're still, man, if you guys knew how many jobs Belico has in the if you guys knew how many jobs Belico has in the radio station, he'll come when he can. We got about a nice 10, 15 minute window we can hold out for him. And then Dirty Black's coming in. And we'll have to put Belico to tomorrow. Yes, I met this dude yesterday. I can't remember the name of his company. I'll put it in the oh, there he is right there. Yo. Add the stream. Yo. What up, G?
Yo, has it got me?
No, you just look like a black all right, so let's say he's not connected. Let me kick him out again. Yeah, his video is coming up, but his audio isn't. So we're gonna let him try one more time. I'll do this. Yo, this is some shit called Snowland. There's no land like Snowland. So yeah, I met this dude yesterday, and he's like his life goal. He's like, that's his superpower. Everybody's got a superpower. This dude's superpower is cleaning bongs with his fantastic bong cleaning machine and all these wonderful tools and implements that he uses to get the tiny increments in the little crevices. All right, hold on. I don't even got any breath to do this. This is becoming the hardest part of the show when I really go off. God damn it. Hold on. Boom, there we go. And perfect timing. Yeah. Perfect timing. Okay, kind of there. Look. Okay, he set it all up fancy. What? Was it the break room over here? Man, everywhere in Kansas City has fireplaces everywhere, man. Hold on, look, he's just trying to work it out right now. Boom. Look, he's setting it all up. Oh no, that's not even Belico. That's the Belico's still trying. That was confusing. That was funny. Hey, that was a really cool surprise. Hold on, that was really confusing. Belico, where are you? Yeah, dude's a machine. Oh, God. I've been doing this for a long time and I hate coughing. It's like having problems, right? Remember, you're the only one who can decide if you're having problems. And you're also the only one who can decide if your lungs are trying to go out. Yo, man, I just got a little bird told me that Dirty Black is working on some shit. You guys remember when I went on Dirty Black's show? Hold on, let me show you guys this, man. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys something cool. This was crazy, man. When I went on the Dirty Black show, Dirty Dabs. Hold on, man. Dirty Dabs, Jessie, Spomberg. All right, hold up. When I ran the Gauntlet, all right, let me do this real quick, man. This is some shit. I'll show you guys.
You know what it is. Let's take a look at what he does.
Jessie Spomberg, activist, talk show host, former mayoral candidate, and all-around superhuman.
So before we get started, we're going to do something a little unusual here. We're going to mix up. We're going to pop. We're going to pour up right here with the Canada Dry. This is the ginger ale. And
okay, look, I'm just bringing this up. I want you guys just to notice how nice and lucid I look right here in this video. And then, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Like a long way. I'm gonna show you something. Now watch it.
half gram right there.
Where's half gram?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, that implies something. Oh, that's a huge implication. What the fuck is that? I'm coming, honey. Elizabeth. Notice I'm wearing the shirt from Black Forte. Remember, Rissa Riss was on earlier in the week and told us about that shirt from Black Forte. Look, this is the dude that tried to kill me.
When does it stop?
Look, I'm dying.
God, this is bullshit.
He doesn't even care.
It's like getting alcohol poisoning.
It's starting to gas out, bro. It's starting to gas out, bro. You almost got this. We're about to have another Dirty Dab champion. Go ahead, kill it one more. Kill it one more.
Not cool. Not cool at all. Meet the G that tried to kill me, right? Okay, look, guess what time it is? It's the bottom of the hour. Just remember this. Bottom of the hour is brought to you by Fuck. Blam. So with that, I want to let you know that a time like this, I'm going to give you my news, not your news, because honestly, I'm really not a fan of your news. So I have Google aggregate my news for me every day. We could probably play a little music in that part, but we don't. Okay. So hold on. Boom, there we go. Look, this might be a little cleaner look. Might be a little bit cleaner look. All right, so I don't know if you guys saw this yesterday, but a lot of the deplorable people on the internet were sharing the New York Post story about Joe Biden and his kids, or Joe Biden and his one kid, Hunter Biden. It's a crazy story, but apparently it's not true. And it links to Bill Barr and it links to Rudy Giuliani, and it goes into a story that, oh my God, this is really crazy when I start to explain it from what I read yesterday. So there's it originates that an old computer repairman somewhere in the Ukraine was given a computer that had water damage. And when he went to investigate the water damaged computer, it was found to have a server or a motherboard or some high-tech computer terminology that's beyond the grasp of my understanding. Anyhow, so it's literally the most unreliable trail of breadcrumbs that has the most unreliable people in the world providing it, and the most unreliable people in the world sharing it. And the New York Post, I will let speak for itself. But here's an unusual step. Facebook and Twitter, top story of the Washington Post, Facebook and Twitter take unusual steps to limit the spread of the New York Post story. Kayleigh McEnany being locked out of Twitter for sharing the New York Post story. That's the top story on Fox News last night. National Review says censored and suppressed. Chicago Tribune says Joe Biden had this impeachment thing that was bleeping golden, but Hunter Biden messes it up. If unreliability is the issue, then why does social media never block anti-Trump stories? Is the top story from the New York Post to defend itself. I don't want to get into that rabbit hole, because here's the thing. When you get into those circles, they just repeat themselves. Let's move on to other horrible news real quick. Amy Coney Barrett. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane that this person is the consideration. It's blatant. It's flagrant. It's nah, G. Biden campaign halts Kamala Harris's travel after 2 people in campaign's orbit test positive for coronavirus. That sounds like a big butt joke if you have people in your orbit, but we won't go there. But if it was anybody else besides a lady, if it was a dude, we'd be like, because he's got a big ass. And we get a laugh, right? But it's a lady, so we're not going to say that. It's a woman. That's what I meant to say, not a lady. I don't know. Shit. Okay. Calls to fire. Oh, first of all, I think I heard this morning that Kamala Harris is a staffer and a pilot, maybe, or a flight crew person. But that's pretty cool that they halt her travel so that she doesn't infect anybody else, because it would be a shame if anybody died for your campaign. There's calls to fire Chuck Todd because NBC is going to air the Trump town hall against Biden's town hall at the same time, which I told you yesterday is super crazy to me, because literally all they did was just take 2 old men that were yelling over the top of each other and ignoring each other at the same time, and just moving them to 2 different buildings and 2 different channels. But essentially, they're still going to be doing the same thing, talking at the exact same time and ignoring each other. Crazy. What? Lindsey Graham's challenger, Jamie Harrison, takes narrow lead in new poll. What do we think about polls around here? Oh, right. Remember this? We reported yesterday. Steve Mnuchin says the White House will give every family or every American 50 chalupa coupons, and families with children will get 5 additional chalupa coupons for every child that they have. It's not often that we get 2 boos in a row on this show. This is very important that I want to talk about now. So remember, this is, of course, my news. Whoops, sorry, Easy, you just jumped in there. How apropos. This is my news, not your news, but it is brought to you by Fuck 12 News. So look for that to launch. AAP. I don't know how I spelled it, but look for Total Market Exposure to be helping us put that together as well. Remember this, for all your needs, mess with Total Market Exposure. They will turn your hustle into a household name, and they will build you an unsinkable sea vessel not named the Titanic. You know there was other unsinkable sea vessels that never sunk, right? I don't know that. Oh, shit. Look, this is all Jessie Sponberg stories right now. Can I tell you that? These are Jessie Sponberg stories. I feel like I could grow myself for these two. Ice Cube is look, so you guys, I warned Ice Cube about this the other day, but he doesn't listen to our show. I told him, I said, Ice Cube, I understand that you think right now that you are leveraging politicians with your dangling of an endorsement, right? Because Ice Cube has, by his own words and his own definitions, Ice Cube has made himself a single issue voter, right? All he cares about his platinum plan for Black Americans, which honestly is not my role as a Black person. As not being a Black person is what I think I meant to say. But I think if ever, I think if there was a white person who probably has put himself through life in a position to be able right now to give advice to Ice Cube, right? Let me remind you guys that Death Certificate is my favorite album. All right, let me catch my thoughts. To think that we live in a world where Ice Cube's voice is elevated to fill a vacuum, right? Like the Cube didn't see it coming is what kills me about this. And I'm sorry that I'm not talking about the level that you thought I was going to talk about, or the level that would be the next level of that thought, or the level that would be the next level of that thought, because I had those in a blink of an eye, right? That's when you saw me drop that little shiny spot in the corner of my eye. That was a lot of really deep consideration taking place at the speed of light, right? That's why I needed that droplet of water so that I could refract the prism and make infinite realities through which I could do all the considerations. And what I came through on the other side is what is depressing is the Ice Cube didn't see how he would be used at this time to fill a vacuum when there isn't enough people with a voice like that or a platform like that that would even touch that kind of messaging, right? So obviously on the first level, you're like, oh, that's crazy. Ice Cube is even talking to Donald Trump. Then the next level is like, okay, well, Cube thinks that he has the juice to dangle an endorsement, right? And then you think, okay, well, that's pretty effed up. The Cube would even like negotiate with terrorists, right? That's offensive. But then it's like now these angles of these articles. Look at how this one's written in the Washington Post. Now Trump is advising the president on policy plans, right? They always say politics makes for strange bedfellows, but at this time in history, it shouldn't be like Ice Cube is the leader of a particular set of people and Donald Trump is the leader of a particular set of people, and they're negotiating outside of the greater good of the country. Right? Now Cube gets to be that black dude that went soft. Remember this. Ice Cube is the person who said, man, this world's so trippy, man. 2020. Got motherfucking Ice Cube even dangling such kind of negotiations with basically Hitler. You know what I'm saying? What happened to I never had dinner with the president? Now you're negotiating dinner with the president? Yo, man, that doesn't project strength to me. That projects a lack of like foreshadowing to me, or foresight or forethought. Being unable to unfurl where that road's coming from. And I know you're thinking, Jessie, you can't expect your heroes to follow with your politics, says the guy who still listens to Michael Jackson, right? But it's different. This isn't just some dude. This is literally Ice Cube. Thinking that he has the juice to negotiate with a tyrant. That's mad to me, man. That's just insane to me. And it's like just infinite realities unfold as you think about it, right? You know, man. Okay, look. Let's bring up my dude. I can't talk about it no more, but I do want to say, look, my man Dirty Black. You can see him in the picture looking screen right there. It's not a real picture in picture. It's a picture adjacent picture. Hey, but I want to bring up look, this news story from NASA that I want to show you guys real quick, man. Look at this, man. Look at this headline, man. We'll talk more about Ice Cube tomorrow as I make sure I don't step on my own thoughts, because I don't like to do that. Right? I never had dinner with the president. And when I see your ass again, I'll be hesitant. Yo, I couldn't say that earlier. That had me shook earlier to try to get those words out. Okay, look, check this out, though. The top headline 23 hours ago from NASA: Earth and Moon once shared a magnetic shield. Like, okay, check this out, though. So you're telling me you didn't know that a month ago? So 6 months ago, if I told you that I was tripping out because how did the moon stay in the Earth's orbit, but not get caught in the sun's orbit? Like, how does that work? Can somebody explain that to me? And everybody was like, okay, Jesse. Like, that's not even the kind of question that you should be able to okay me about. You shouldn't be able to just man, holy shit, what are you doing right here?
Oh, damn. What's happening?
Oh,
Am I
hold
on?
on, man. Yeah. Whoa.
Well, I was going to interject and say you'd have to be a rocket scientist to know anything about the moon.
Oh, that was a good one. Okay, let
You
me.
got to be smart as a rocket scientist. Jesse, you didn't know that?
Yo, Dirty Black is in the house, everybody. Yo, from Dirty Dabs, from Trunk Mob, from
Antelope Fisherman.
Free-Funk.
We just had Keith Murray out, Portland's own man, representative from the hometown. It's the biggest.
Damn, dude. How many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe more.
Call me a businessman. 2 Ks in black.
How many torches do you have on there? That's the real question. How many torches?
How many what?
Torches.
How many torches? I have 3 of them.
Okay, because
just within arm's length, though.
I knew you
I'm
weren't
sure I could dig more out if we need.
You weren't just going to be on some regular 2-torch shit, right? Because everybody wants to be like, "Oh, bro, you got to have a backup torch." Yeah, well, we don't put those kind of people on my show. If you're just singular next level, you got to be next level. You got to go at least 3. And then I know you probably got some like backups. You probably have one in your sock. You probably got one in your back of your pants, like Miami Vice.
Like just whip out, like Clint Eastwood with the bulldog.
Yeah, you got a shoulder holster or some shit.
I love it. Well, guess what? I came bearing gifts for you.
What?
And this is something that my girlfriend discovered. She went ahead. She purchased it. I know you run Coffee and Bong Hits, correct? So this right here is a coffee mug.
Hold on, let me fix it so you're bigger than me. Man, let me give you just a solo layout then. Boom. What? A coffee mug?
Coffee mug right here.
Well, that's nice. It's got a hole in it, bro.
And the toast.
What?
Ooh. So it's got a bowl that's built into it so that you can pack it right on in. Right at the bottom, it's got a carb on the side of it. Toast it up. It's a coffee and bong hit.
Oh, whoops. Hold on, man. I'm trying to figure out how to make you big and me small. Ooh. I got too many buttons around here. Look, we'll just keep you crazy. So I thought you just got me a coffee mug with a hole in it.
No.
Yo, G, why would you buy me a coffee mug with a hole in it? I thought we were friends.
Well, it's got a hole of sorts. But it's to put marijuana in it.
Oh man, you're the best. Your girlfriend's the best. What's her name?
Danielle.
Danielle?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all give it up one time for Danielle.
Shout out to Miss D. Ooh,
oh yeah, big fans of Danielle around here. Hey, we're not done. Hey, don't sit down yet. Keep cheering for the lady. Man, at first I wasn't sure. I thought she just got me a mug with a hole in it. I was like, oh, I get it. So I'll go on the show and then I'll go on the show and then I'll pour my coffee into it and then it'll pour all over my crotch and it'll be a gag gift.
Oh, no. Somebody once told me, and I don't remember who it was, but they said, when you come, you got to come correct. So we're trying to come correct every time.
It was probably either Big Daddy Kane or EPMD.
You know what? It sounds like either one of those two would be a good candidate.
Man,
shout out Keith Murray. The pre-funk's done. The pre-funk episode will be out. We're about to launch the website, trunkmob.com, and that's going to have the full exclusive embedded pre-funk in there, featuring Swiggle Mandela, featuring the Antelope Fisherman. Shout out to Randall Wyatt and Swiggle Mandela who came out. Shout out Pizza Yaki out there in Southeast.
Man, you can use this little snippet right here as part of your promo too.
Oh yeah.
Shit, let me put my face back in here. Hey, it's me.
My guy. You know we love it. I got another episode of Dirty Dabs coming up. Fisherman Films is taking over doing the filming duties for me. We just had Ryan Adams on from Oregon's Own Clothing, Rizzle Music. He was on there. He attempted the Gauntlet. Tune in to see if he took it down. I got a brand new animated series, the Dirty Dabs animated series. Ooh, that animated series. All right.
No way.
It's coming out. You want to be in it? You can do some voiceovers for me?
Oh my God, more than anything.
My guy.
What? Damn, see, I just got done telling people you don't know individually what day you're gonna wake up to, man. Then boom. Today's the day Dirty Black offered me some voiceovers. Damn.
And graciously accepted, man. So we'll be glad to have you. You're an awesome voice, man. Awesome character, man. So it'll be good to see what you look like in animation.
Oh man, I always wanted to do that. I just nobody ever offered me a job. Today is like maybe the greatest day. Man, hey, tell me something. How do you feel about Ice Cube chilling with the president?
You know what, man?
And I understand. Look, let me say that. Let me take that away real quick. Because that was a bad question to ask you, because that was a setup. Your Honor, you're leading the witness. So I understand that Ice Cube is just trying to use his juice to get both candidates to acquiesce to his demands, which is the Black Bill of Rights, or what was it called? The
NWB, whatever
the platinum plan for Black Americans.
Yeah, NWBC or something like that. Mm-hmm.
Man, that sounds insincere right from the top. The platinum plan, but whatever. I guess for rich people of all colors, that resonates. Okay,
he thought it sounded like he was being inclusive. Like, oh well, for the first time, we're going to offer a platinum plan to you peasants, and which is nice. You know, that's
good credit.
The best. So what I'll say is this: I remember the first time that somebody told me that Tupac was part of the construct, and I said, "Nah, man, not Tupac." I said, Athena. I said, Black Panthers, the whole entire, movement and everything. I said, no, man, you're not gonna sit there and not gonna tell me things like that. And he was like, look, bro, he's like, the perpetuation of the way that we think about things, about our own ideologies, about our own social paradigms, about the way, okay, if I do this, then I'm a nigga. I'm a real nigga. If I don't snitch, I'm a real nigga. If I do this, I'm a real nigga. If I got a gun, I'm a real nigga. If I sell drugs, there's all these different perpetuations that have been typecast or put on us as a society, as a culture, as not only blacks, as not only whites, as not only human beings, but just right now inside of what we have going on. So in order to get to a certain point inside of entertainment, right, in order to be put inside of major motion pictures and to be, at the forefront of different things, you have to be part of a society. Right, you have to be part of a culture that is being pushed in order to perpetuate whatever they want, right? Whatever they want in front of the masses. It's called the grand stage, right? So Ice Cube reaching out to the president, to me, seems no more different than anything else that they're trying to put. It seems like another headline. It seems like another way to get us to talk about something, which we should be. We have to continue to pay attention to it, pay attention to what the narratives are and what they're putting out in front of us. So as far as Ice Cube contacting the president, I'm not surprised. I wonder if he wants to talk to me. I'll tell him something. Ooh.
Right, we need a campaign for the president to call you.
And I'll ask him if he wants to be on Dirty Dabs. Can you pass the gauntlet?
Whoa, could you imagine the president on Dirty Dabs? Hey, that's how it should be decided. You should have both of your guests, or both of the presidents should be guests on Dirty Dabs, and just make them run the gauntlet. And you'll kill them both. But it'll look like an accident. Yo, what is that noise?
Hold on. I think this shit's fucking up.
Emergency.
Boom. I'm back. The fire alarm went off. Ooh.
Blam, that was dope. Hey, look, hey, will you come back on next week?
Yeah, let me know, brother. I'm yours anytime.
Man, have you ever read the book The Cask of Amontillado?
I have not.
So Edgar Allan Poe writes this story about this dude who really hates this other dude, and the other dude like dissed him in public one time, and so the guy held on to that anger for a long ass time until one night he plotted his plan, and the guy that he wanted to kill was a big fan of wine. So he went and got the dude drunk, but the dude was super pompous, and he was like a wine snob, and that was like his identity, right? And so the protagonist of the story played upon the protagonist played upon that dude's arrogance and his wine expertise. And he kept telling him he had this cask of Amontillado in the back of his wine cellar. And he took him eventually to get to the end of the story, because it's only an hour-long show. They got all the way to the end, and it was a wall like yours, right? You got that brick wall behind you.
Uh-huh.
And the dude, by the time they got back there, was so drunk he couldn't move, right? Because the dude had just been giving him more and more wine. And then the dude was super drunk, and then he chained him to the wall. And the guy's like, "Why'd you just chain me to the wall?" I think the dude's name was Fortunato. I don't really remember that much. I just remember the important parts. And then he started building the brick wall, and the dude was too drunk, and they were too deep into the wine cellar for anybody to hear his cries. And the dude just brick by brick walled in his enemy. And yo, G, you're not my enemy by any means. I love you dearly from the most sincere parts of my heart. But that brick wall behind you makes me want to just wall you up. So we're going to have to check on you next Wednesday and see if you're still going to be around for next Thursday. Hey, thanks for tuning in, you guys. That's Dirty Black. And like he told you, the website will be done soon. That will be Trunk Mob. He's got the pre-funk show with Keith Murray and a who's who, Portland Heads, and the animated series is coming out. Fuck with all that shit. All right, G, 5,000, man. Oh, I didn't wait for him to say goodbye. You know what, though? Radio people never wait for you to say goodbye. They give you this long-ass goodbye, and then they're like, okay, see you later. And then you try to say something. You're already gone. Nobody cares, yo. Shout out to my guy right there. Oh, shit, look, that's a show. It's crazy how fast an hour goes when you got homies, man. Man, Vince always got to, yes, he mixed his wine with wood alcohol and then bricked them up. Man, that's the perfect part in the story where I was like, I don't remember all the details. I just remember homie got bricked up in the back of the wine cellar. And one of the dudes' name was Fortunato, and that's a fresh-ass name. All right, y'all. Remember this. We ain't doing that police shit no more, man. You create the reality you want to see, and I'm tired of pushing that message. So I want you guys, as you go about your day, remember, you might have lived an entire life on this lake and drank homemade moonshine every day. And if you want to, you can go back here. And remember this, if I don't say 5,000 G, I probably got herpes from some monkeys and had to trade my phone for some remedy. All right, then. Thanks to Flight Lounge for letting us hang out. As usual, consider this for all your private party needs. Better than a bar. Better than a kava bar, even. All right. Audi 5000 G. We'll see you tomorrow. It's Friday. Oh, shit. Figure Eight's here. Shit. All right, then.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. was a throwaway. Hustle the overweight.